up, guys? Today's video is going to be a guide through the first 90 days of sobriety. I'm going to get a quick one out here. I feel like this could really help someone out. This is exactly the process that I used in order to get sober for the first 90 days. It's super simple. It's going to go focus on three main areas of life that I feel like is the most important in terms of that 90 days, because statistically speaking, the first 90 days are the hardest. When you set out to quit drinking, it's said that only 2% of people make it past 90 days. So let's get right into it. First things first, the first 1 to 30 days, you just want to focus on the physical. You want to focus on your physical body, dealing with the withdrawals, dealing with the mental stress, dealing with what you've put your body through the last maybe 10, 20, 30, could be even, or maybe just 5 years. You just want to deal with that head on, and by dealing with that, what I use personally, and I don't think this is a problem, is lesser copes that aren't as detrimental to your life as alcohol or drugs. So what I mean by that is maybe that day one, instead of using alcohol or drugs to cope, you play a little bit of video games. Maybe you watch a little bit too much Netflix. Maybe you get some candy. First 30 days of sobriety, for me at least, I was addicted to Skittles. And it was disgusting because I wouldn't even eat the Skittles. I would just suck the sugar out of them, and I'd have a water bottle spittoon and I'd spit them out. It was foul, but fuck, I mean, it kept me sober. And I did that for literally 30 days, 40 days of Skittles every other day. I'm not kidding, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. I can't believe I didn't have a cavity. Side note, didn't have a cavity, went to the dentist right after, and I was like, it's a miracle I don't have a cavity, because that was foul. And I think it was because I didn't eat the Skittles, I just sucked on the sugar. But we'll get into that in another day. So what I want you to do for the first 30 days is to figure out something to cope with that's not going to be drugs or alcohol. Cookies, cake, ice cream, anything. Anything that is going to be less detrimental to your life than consuming a drug or a drink or anything like that. Because it is going to make you there's going to be far less more consequences than doing those types of activities, and there's going to be far less more consequences of eating candy and cake. You could always fix your body in terms of fitness, discipline, everything like that. But you could ruin your life with the next drink or drug, or even, unfortunately, you could even die. So whether it's video games, cake, cookies, I don't care, cope with it, cope with it. And for those first 15 days, go whatever you want with it. Just make sure that you don't go back to the drinking or drugging. That's the main focus. Now from day 15 to day 30, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of try to brainstorm. We're going to try to brainstorm exactly why you chose drugs and alcohol to cope with your life. Because there's a lot of people who might be in worse situations than you, and they're not a drug addict or an alcoholic. So it's obviously something within your life and in your brain that tells you that this is the way to cope. This is the way to go. This is the path that I need to go in order to survive. Because addiction is all about survival. Your brain is literally addicted. It thinks it's survival mode when it has that drink or drug. So from day 15 to day 30, we kind of want to just be in that brainstorming section of all right, maybe this is a trigger. Maybe if I'm put in this situation, that's a trigger. You just want to kind of find your triggers, kind of find exactly why you're drinking in certain situations, as well as what type of feelings come up for you have that urge. Is it sadness? Is it anger? Is it resentment? What are the feelings coming up in order for you to reach for that drink or drug? Day 30 to day 60 is we're going to pinpoint exactly what is wrong with your life in terms of your mental capacity, in terms of your mental health, of causing you to do those things. So like I said, we're kind of brainstorming from day 15 to day 30. Day 30, day 60, we're going to see, okay, I don't like my job. I usually come home after work, I'm stressed out, I don't like my job, I don't like my career, I don't like the way things are going, boom, drink or drug. I don't like the way people treat me, or I don't like my relationships in my life right now. I go hang out with these people that I can't get rid of because I'm so needy that I don't have anyone else to hang out with, boom, drink or drug. I don't like the way so-and-so is treating me in my family, I don't like the way my partner's treating me, I'm going to go to my room, drink or drug. You know what I mean? We're going to figure out exactly pinpointing the situations and the triggers that are causing you in order to reach for that drink or drug. Day 30 to day 60. For me personally, it was where I was living in, the environment I was living in at the time. Not necessarily the place, but the environment. The people I was around, kind of maybe some family members, the culture of what I was around the brainwashing, because wherever your environment is, you're kind of almost brainwashed. And I realized that from day 30 to day 60, I need to leave this situation immediately if I want to stay sober. So those are the kind of the realizations that I had day 30 to day 60. And I really feel like it could help someone out in terms of realizing exactly why you drink your drug and the feelings that arise beforehand. Because that's the most important thing. Am I feeling anger? Am I feeling sadness? Am I feeling resentment? Are these feelings leading me to that drink or drug? You know what I mean? And if we can get to the bottom of those feelings, we can prevent them. We can either prevent them or we can accept them. And that acceptance or that prevention is going to lead us to sobriety. So from day 30 to day 60, we're going to find out exactly what's wrong. That's going to be the mental hang-up, the mental capacity, the mental health aspect of this. Because a lot of things in life are fixable. You may think that drinking or drugging is going to fix your problems, but it's not. Not at all. It's just going to keep kicking the can down the road, keeping the can down the road, can down the road. You're going to have to deal with it one day. And the sooner the better you deal with those anger issues, those resentment issues, those sadness issues that are causing you to drink or drug, the better you're going to feel, the better you're going to cope with life, the better you're going to be sober. Or the longer you're going to be sober, excuse me. So that's going to be the mental hang-ups. Day 60 to day 90, that's going to be the spiritual aspect of it. So we're going to kind of let in the universe, kind of let in exactly what your purpose is on life, and to kind of hone down on exactly what you can do about it to fix the situations that you got yourself in day 30 to day 60. A lot of situations, like I said, are fixable. We're going to come up with the solutions day 60 to day 90. The solutions, the spiritual solutions to your problems and your feelings. Acceptance or prevention. Say, for example, that you have a coworker, you have a boss that you resent because they didn't give you a promotion that you felt like you deserved, and it went to someone else. Okay? What can prevent those things? Well, first things first, we have to accept that that's the situation that happened. There's nothing you can do about it. But what are the things that could prevent that situation from happening again? I guarantee you, you could figure out some ways that you could have prevented that situation in order from happening. Maybe it was instead of coming into work 1 hour earlier, it's coming to work 2 hours earlier. Maybe instead of leaving an hour early for work one day, or maybe it was a big project, you had to leave early or something like that. Maybe it was staying for the extra 2 hours and sacrificing whatever you had to sacrifice. There's always solutions to the situations that you find yourself in. Believe me, what I learned my first 60 to 90 days of sobriety was I needed a fucking job. Like I was jobless, and I just moved out of my mom's house, and I was jobless, broke as hell. And I was like, I need to go to another gear. I applied to 103 jobs within a month, and I was having the same resentment, anger issues that you were probably feeling in 2 weeks in, when I applied to 50 jobs and I didn't get a call back. 50 jobs, didn't get one call back. You best believe I was resentful. I have a good GPA, I went to a great university. I was told that if I had a good GPA, went to a great university, this was gonna be in the bag. It was not at all in the bag. So I had to take it to another fucking level. I had to apply to another 50 jobs. Well, 50, 53, 54 jobs. You know, I had to take it to another level. There's always taking it to that another level to find that solution. That's what the day 60 to day 90 is. Taking it to that other level to find that solution in order to fix your life so it doesn't lead you back to a drink or drug. That's what the main point from day 60 to day 90, that spiritual solution, is not turning back. A lot of people are going to fail from day 60 to day 90 because there's going to come up a feeling and they're going to always want to go back. That going back temptation is so strong. Those first raw 90 days, so strong. That's why you have to have a solution to the problem that you're facing so you don't go back. Because if you have a solution, you're going to be like, oh, I already have a solution to this. This can get fixed from this solution. This can get fixed from this solution. Yo, if I have those things in place, I don't need to drink anymore. I put myself in a 10 times better situation. You know what I mean? But if you don't have that solution to begin with, you'll always run back to the drink or drug. You'll always run back to that past life. And that's why it's critical. Day 60 to 90 is that we're going to find solutions, spiritual solutions, to those feelings and those situations that have harmed you in the past. You know what I mean? So that's the video for today. Just want to get it short and sweet. Day 60, day 90, kind of like that step-by-step comparison, or that step-by-step progression in order to get you sober for the long term. I'm going to come out with another video. It's going to be like the first 18 months of sobriety. I feel like the first 18 months of sobriety is extremely difficult. I had some difficulties. Month 6 and month 10 were hell for me. And I had to work through those feelings in order to stay sober. So I feel like those situations could help some people out. But yep, that bowl out, like I said, remember, day 1 through day 30, physical. Day 30 to day 60, mental. 60 to 90, spiritual. And the reason why you're going to stay sober past that is because you have the solutions. You came up with spiritual solutions from day 60 to day 90. You know what I mean? Alright, that bowl out. That's the video for today.